My dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are well and I am also you. Today it is my second session with you. Actually, you are enjoying the charm and attraction of first year, that means intermediate first year in your college life. So, just in this time, the discussion about learning or education or syllabus or textbook, it is not so pleasant or attractive, but the reality is that your session would be started on 1st July, but owing to COVID-19, your session has been delayed. And we have already passed 3 months which have been deducted from your duration of session. So there is no time or scope to waste our prescribed time. Okay, today I will show or present or discuss about your syllabus of English first paper. I would like to say that once upon a time only first paper was taught in first year and second paper was taught in second year. But this system or method has been changed. We have divided first paper and second paper in some portion, and in the same first year we will read first paper and second paper partly, and in the second paper also we will read first paper and second paper partly. Okay, what we will teach or what we will learn, it is not a matter. At first, I want to inform you about the complete syllabus of English first paper. There is a tradition or tendency of almost every student that he is not very eager to buy books, especially textbooks, and everybody wants to pass his session with the guidebooks or notebooks. You know that when we will read text, we must have keep textbooks, because when a teacher read or teach first paper or textbook, students cannot follow him without following the textbooks. I request you to look at me that it is your English first paper textbook, that means board book, that means NCTB prescribed book. I earnestly request you that you will buy your English first paper textbook very soon. Okay, I have told before that today we will discuss about the syllabus of English first paper. In your first paper textbooks, there are 15 units, and every unit has 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 lessons, and we will finish the complete book in 2 years, but half portion, that means we will complete half portion in first year. So according to our advantages, we will read only 8 or 7 unit. As there are 15 units, we may take 8 or 7 units, and there are some lessons in a units. We will decide or select some important lessons. We will select the units in the next class. Today I will inform you the complete syllabus. You may look at the board. At first, number 1, I have written that read the passage and answer the question A and B. I have told you before that there are some units and lessons in your textbook, and these questions must be answered from the lessons. And in your question paper, there will be a passage. You have to read the passage, and then you will write the answer. Number 1, read the passage and answer the question A and B. You may look that there are 2 terms of questions. Number 1, A, choose the correct answer. That means multiple choice. 1 question, and there will be 4 alternative or optional chance. You will select the correct answer. B, answer the following question. In this item, you have to answer 5 questions from the passage, and this question will be answered. Number 2, flowchart. I want to say that in this syllabus there are some items which were common in your previous class or session. That means in your class 9 and 10, some items are common. Flowchart. Actually, I do not know about your previous syllabus or course. Flowchart, it may be a new term for you. Okay, as you have started a new journey, new life, so some points can be new. Flowchart, when we will discuss, you will understand the point. Flowchart. Number 3, summary, prose. That means I have told before that there are some units and lessons, and you have to read or go through the units and lessons. Summary, you will write the summary from the passage. Actually, most of the time we find that this summary, or that means the passage is given from the text. You will read the passage and you will write the summary. Number 4, fill in the blanks with clue. I know it is your very favorite item or term. With clue, you know there will be a box, and in this box 10 or 12 words are given, and you have to select or choose the right words, and you have to put the words in the blanks. It is fill in the blanks with clue. Then another term, fill in the blanks without clue. In this term, the clues are not given. You have large freedom here. You may use your consideration, your imagination, your experience, your grammatical knowledge in this term. Fill in the blanks without clue. Actually, fill in the blanks with clue and without clue, two terms are about same. Difference is that here clues are given and here clues are not given. I think if you read completely, attentively or clearly the passage of your textbooks, you will do well in these two items. Number 6, rearrange. I know it is not a new item to you. You have learned or practiced rearrange in class 9 and 10. There are 10 sentences and you have to rearrange the sentences, and it will be a continuous paragraph, and the understanding will be clear if you can rearrange the sentence correctly and systematically. Here I want to say that this rearrange will be, that means when you will complete the rearrange, it will be a paragraph. Here it is also needs to say that you may only use the digit, or you will use the digit and then rearrange the sentences. Actually, both are important. Number 7, paragraph. I want to say that you have a common tendency, and this tendency is that you have already memorized some paragraphs in class 9 and 10, and if you find that those paragraphs are common in intermediate class, your tendency is that you will try to produce the paragraphs which you have learned in class 9 and 10. It is not a good tendency, and if you follow these tricks, you will not get good marks, because you know that as there are some differences between school and college, so there is some differences between the paragraph of class 9 and 10 and the paragraph of intermediate class. So you will not try to follow the rule. You will newly memorized or prepared the paragraphs which are suitable for intermediate class. I will prepare a suggestion. Suggestion is very favorite to you. You are suggested, you are prescribed, you are guided, you are noted. Okay, I must provide you suggestion. Then I will select or indicate some paragraphs. You will memorize or practice these paragraphs, and I hope these paragraphs will be common in your college examination or even in your board examination. Okay. Number 8, completing story. I know it is not a new item for you. You had practiced this item in class 9 and 10. You know that there are 1 or 2 or 3 sentences as the beginning of a story or an incident or a history or an accident. You will have to complete the story, and you have to remember that if the story is fables, that means Aesop's story, there is no scope to imagine or think freely. Fables or Aesop's story must be followed the story of Aesop's, and you have to remember that when you or we read any story, we know that there is a name or title. That means every story has a title. When you will complete the story, at first you have to select or decide a suitable name, and you will put the name at the top of the story. Then you will start to complete the story, and which sentences are given in the question paper, you must write those sentences. Then you will complete the story. Okay, there is no tension. I must prescribe or suggest you which you have to practice. That means which completing stories you have to practice. Number 9, formal letter. I know that we live in the age of mobile, age of internet, age of Wi-Fi, etc. And actually there is a new item, that means mobile language. You are very expert in mobile language, I know. And actually mobile language is one kind of shorthand writing. I do not know actually what is the mobile language, and I am not also expert in using this. And later, once upon a time, letter was an important part, was an important tradition in our life. A postman or a peon came to our house to deliver the letter. You have to know there is a post office in your college. Actually, beside your college, adjacent to your college, letter is posted, letter is sent through post office. I doubt nobody among you has found what is letter. Okay, a letter, when we want to inform or when we want to get any information, we have to communicate with each other. Actually, letter is a media of communication. Today, we have used mobile phone, internet for communicating. Thus, letter is a media of communication. We write letter to our father, mother, friend, relative. Okay. Thus, you have to practice writing letter, and it is also a part of your syllabus of English first paper. Number 10, graphs or chart. I know it is not, perhaps it is not a new item for you. Graphs or charts, in your question paper, there will be a chart or graphs. If there is any chart, you have to describe the charts. It may be population growth, it may be birth rate, it may be mortality rate, it may be poverty rate, etc. I will discuss in details in the next class. Actually, I am trying to inform you about your syllabus. Then theme of the poem. I know that some of you will read English in your future education. That means you will take honors in English. And theme of the poem, it is also a part of, that means poem is a part of literature. You know that the English which we practice or read in this session or in this college, there is little touch of literature. I do believe that only this term is the touch of literature. Poem is very interesting. I hope most of you like poem and you read poem, and I want to believe that some of you write poems and you hide your khata so that nobody can find it. Okay. Theme of poem. There are some poems in your textbooks. We have to read the poems. We have to understand the poems. We have to realize the poems. And if we clarify the meaning of the poems, we will be able to read the theme of the poem. In different classes, I will discuss your poems, and I would like to say that the poems which are given in your textbooks, those are not enough. You have to read some poems outside of your books. You have no tension. I will give you suggestion, and in this suggestion I will indicate which poems you have to read or practice, and I am always you, and I will help you how to write the theme of the poem. Okay, my dear students, I have discussed about your syllabus, or I have tried to inform you generally about the syllabus of English first paper. Term by term, day by day, month by month, we will discuss one term and after another, and I hope you will regularly come to the college, you will regularly read books, you will regularly follow the teacher, you will attend the classes, and I earnestly request you, as soon as possible, you will buy English books, especially English textbook first paper. If all of you assured me that you have bought textbooks, I will start reading text. I know that I insist you, but all of you do not buy book in these 2 years. You will somehow pass the time and somehow following the guidebook, notebook, or photocopy, or mobile snaps, etc. Okay. I want to say that if you avoid teacher, if you avoid class, if you avoid books, actually you will avoid himself, you will deprive himself, and this loss is only for you. Okay, in the next class I will discuss about the syllabus of English second paper. Thank you very much.